self-defense. We're gonna have two main styles. One is straight, one has this crook on the end. We'll talk about the difference and try to answer the question, what is the best walking stick or cane for self-defense? This is a Cane Master self-defense cane. This is the gold standard of self-defense canes. I'll put a link in the description below if you wanna see it. This is an Irish shillelagh, but this will just represent a straight walking stick. Most of them will have some kind of ball at the end, like a brass ball, a wood ball. In this case, it's part of the root itself. This is a very strong, awesome stick. I'm gonna talk about this one first. First, I wanna start with the cane and some of the ways that you might wanna use it. And then we'll talk about the walking stick and how they're very similar, but also they're still gonna be different. And I'll say hello to everybody, it's good to see you. First thing you're gonna see with the cane, because you have this crook on the end, you can spin it like this. Now this is a warm-up spin. You're not spinning like this to defend yourself, although in this position, you can bring it up and back very quickly. You can bring it over the shoulder, hitting him on the top of the head, bringing it down that way. You can snatch it up here, smash him on the head with it. So that's a feature of a cane that has this crook. Sometimes you can get a derby style cane that has a straight, and you can do some of these motions, but they're always better when you have something like this Cane Master self-defense cane with the crook, and you can snatch it, smash down, bring it across, bring it back. And these all accelerate. All this spinning accelerates the strike, so you're hitting them a lot harder. In this case, with an oak cane, I want to show you the hickory cane, which means it's just going to hit them a lot harder and it's a lot stronger. You can also turn the crook facing out and bring it up, and you can still do all of that twisting, spinning motion for self-defense. Now you cannot do that with a straight walking stick. This is you could also call this a walking cane. But the thing that's the same about these two is they are about the same length. 36 inches is a standard size for most walking sticks. If you were to get a Cane Master's cane, you can have them make it a little bit longer, and I'm sure you can find, I'll show you, I brought it out for this purpose, find a much longer shillelagh, Irish shillelagh, or a hiking pole or a trekking pole, or like a little bit longer, like a martial arts style staff that has more length to it. And length is going to be important when we talk about either the walking cane or the walking stick, because you're going to have reach advantage. Now, if someone comes at you and they have something like this, and they're trying to slash or stab, and you don't want to try to take that away with your bare hands, unless you have some kind of training or something, you'd rather put this stick between you and the threat. On the walking stick, you're going to slide your hand either down the back or down the front of the walking stick to get it into a fighting position for self-defense. The first one, down the back, you pick it up here, and then you can smash him right in the face with that part right here. You can smash him, you can lift it straight up under his chin like an uppercut. You can bring it to the side, smashing with that ball into his face, into his cheek, into his neck for self-defense. You can also bring the long side straight up, so you don't have that twisting motion or the spinning motion, but you can strike with that long side between you and him of your walking stick. You can also bring it to this position, and then if he were to try to slash you or stab you or grab you, choke you, punch you, try to hurt you in some way, you can get behind your stick, let him run into that, especially if he's got that blade. You'd much rather have him slice. I don't want to mess up my nice walking stick. I'll show you with the back. Maybe you can slice that up instead of slicing that up in your arm. So that's an advantage of having either a walking stick or a cane. And one of the things that's unique, I showed you spinning with the crook on the other one, you can slide your hand down, you have it in this position. You can even just pop it up like that and have it between you and him, blocking and staying behind your walking stick. Hey Michael, it's good to see you. So you're here, you're behind it, you can bring the long side through, you can smash with the short side, you can throw it into this hand, smashing through this way, you can smash through, bringing the back side down, you have two hands on it, you've got greater leverage and control. You can smash through his face this way, you can box his ears, you can take out his knee, you can put it in one hand, extend your reach, bring it down on the top of his head like you would a club. And that's all with the walking stick, with a straight walking stick. You can also slide down the front, bringing it up, get it between you and him. You can thrust through. You can use it the same way you would a sword or a collie stick, like a Filipino martial arts stick. So you can thrust, you can do these angular strikes down to his knee. You can bring him up, striking this way, come through, coming back, straight down on top, hit him in the head, knock him out, turn off his operating system for self-defense. You can, from this position, get the other hand on it, now like you're doing a push-up, and you can step through and thrust. You can bring the backside through here, again smashing, boxing the ears, striking to the knees, pushing through his solar plexus, knocking his wind out, all with the walking cane, the walking stick, the straight walking stick. Now, we'll go back to, I'll grab this one. I just like the way this looks. I just wanted to show you a few different options you would have if you were to go with like a cane master, self-defense cane. Hey Lionheart, it's great to see you. I missed the comment, it was a little bit long. It's hot. I don't know if you're back in town, but it is, it's beautiful today. It's gorgeous, right? Get ready to head up your way. But it's two different options, right? One style is a straight stick. The other style has this crook on the end. And I showed you how you use that crook to spin and strike. And I also want to show you that you can do pretty much the same thing you can with the straight stick, sliding down the front, get it between you and him, thrusting, coming off the shoulders, coming through, straight down on top, two hands, thrusting through, smashing his face, boxing his ears. You can dig in. Now here's a bonus feature. Because of this crook, you have this little beveled edge on these Cane Masters canes. You can dig into the skin. You can pull the eye out of his face, rip his nose off, his teeth out of his mouth for self-defense. You can then smash through his throat if you had to, life or death, you or him. Use this, stick the teeth down his throat and through his solar plexus. And it's almost like a rifle butt strike, bayonet attack. And then, so there are a lot of things that you can do with the crook. So the crook, in my opinion, becomes like an added bonus. So we were saying, what's the best self-defense cane, what's the best cane or stick for self-defense? Is it gonna be one with the traditional crook or just a straight one with maybe a ball on the end? There are a lot of similarities, about same length, same reach advantage, keep him off of you, same kinds of materials. This is nearly unbreakable with the Irish shillelagh here, made in, it's basically a root. And the way it's made, it's extremely strong. The Cane Masters self-defense cane, if you get this type of a cane, is specifically designed for self-defense, made here in sunny South Florida by artists, craftsmen, and done in a way that they're not gonna break. They have all kinds of features. I'll put the link in the description if you wanna see that. So you have, they're pretty similar. There's a lot of things that they share, that they have in common. The crook, in my opinion, my experience, gives you a lot more features that you can use for self-defense. You can also bring his head down as you drive that elbow up into his face for self-defense. If you had to, you can dig into the muscle. You can rip it across his chest. He can be in your face. It's great for close quarters combat. You can be sitting on the bus or the train, sitting. You can take this in the airplane. And that's where I'm going to like separate these two. I've seen a lot of this style stick, the straight stick. I've seen a lot of these go through the airport, but I have never not seen this type of a cane, one with a crook, ever stopped at the airport. And it's because the Americans with Disabilities Act here in the United States allows you to take this onto the plane, allows you to take this into the courthouse, and you can take this into most of those places too. You won't be questioned, but the law specifically says with the crook, you can take it more places than you can take this one. That's why, in my opinion, I think this is going to be the number one choice, the best choice for self-defense. How do you defend yourself in this modern world where things seem a little crazy and people are angry and mad and they're keeping us all frustrated and things keep happening all around us, and then people are taking sides or they're not taking sides. It's just a weird world. And if you want to leave the house and feel a little bit more confident, and especially as we get older and we age and we lose some of our natural speed, agility, flexibility, coordination, you might find yourself picking up something like this or something like this to give you a little bit more of your confidence back. And it's not just confidence, it's real ability. And that might not be able to hit someone as hard as you used to with your punch. But if you have a big piece of wood in your hand, you throw that same punch, smashing him with this piece across his face, that's a force multiplier. So you take what you still have, and then all of a sudden you're able to increase that force and that power because of the leverage, by putting it into the other hand, by having a piece of hard wood coming out, by having a long, if you look at what this is, I can hit with this, and from my shoulder to my arm, that's my lever. I put a piece of wood in my hand, all of a sudden my lever is 3 more feet long. Now if I'm swinging this lever between me and him, taking out his knees, trying to keep him off of me, I have a lot more strength. You have a lot more strength. So that's one of the benefits of using a Crook style cane or the traditional stick, straight stick, walking cane. I like this just a little bit better because this feature allows you to take it more places than you can take the other one. Again, I've never seen anybody, I've seen some of the gnarliest looking walking sticks, straight sticks, go through TSA and get onto a plane, but usually they get checked. If they're a certain length, this would probably be long enough that you're gonna get it checked, or the flight attendant is gonna take it and put it up in first class in that little closet where the businessman's suits go. You're not gonna have it. This one though, you can sit on the plane and you can hold it between your legs. And if you have to, they can maybe put it overhead, but they're gonna give it to you because it's your mobility device. You've gotta go pee in the middle of the flight, you gotta get up, and you're gonna use your cane to get there. So you can carry this with you, and then when you land on the other side, maybe you're visiting an area where you can't bring any self-defense tools. I went to Ireland this summer, I couldn't carry this, let alone one of these, definitely not. I couldn't even carry a fingernail clippers with a sharp little knife on the end. You can't carry like a little Swiss Army knife in Ireland, and probably in a lot of cases in the European Union or Great Britain. But you can carry this, and this creates a lot more options, gives you a lot more options for safety and for self-defense. So the question was, we started this video, which is the best self-defense cane? It's gonna be stick style, the long stick, or straight stick without the crook, the one with the crook. You tell me, what do you think? That's why this is a discussion. Put it in the comment section, please. I vote for this, but if I didn't have this, or if I didn't want the look of this, which I think might make me look a little bit older, although I don't care. I don't care what people think about how I look. Just ask my family, ask people who know me. I really don't care. I'm going for what's best for me and for my family. We need more of that in the world, right? But you can carry this. If you don't want to carry this, you could get away with using something like this and be just as effective, if not more. You could even do more things with this than you can this, because you wanted to use some techniques where the crook would get in your way, that they don't get in the way on this one, like some of these Joe style, martial arts staff style things. You can do that with this that you can't do as easily with the cane. But whatever your choices, please put it in the comment section. I'd like to make this like a poll, an unofficial poll, because that's what helps this channel grow, because that's how you and I connect. I would like you to put your comment in the comment section. What's your choice? Crook style walking cane, straight walking stick. What's the best for self-defense for you? And then if you want more information on the Cane Masters canes, I put that in the link. Before we finish, I want you to work out with bands, whether you use the straight stick or your cane. You take the band. Yeah, Binks says cane. Binks, would you please put that also in the comment section? The chat disappears, but the comment section lives on in perpetuity, I suppose. You just strap that across your chest, that cane or your walking stick. This is a resistance band. I'll put a link in the description. I didn't do that yet, but I'll put one in there if you need a set. They're super cheap. This replaces a gym, by the way, and you can do standing push-ups. Same as a chest press. The best thing about it is that it's increasing resistance as you go away from the body, which allows you to hit him harder and smash his teeth down his throat for self-defense if you had to. Remember, this is all defensive. You're not an aggressor. You're not trying to hurt anybody, but you are saying, I will defend myself. Yeah, Jeremiah says the Crook style cane. Please, again, put that in the comment section. So you do this for a good 30 seconds. All the blood flows into your muscle. That plasma gets in there. Later, When it heals up, you've got more muscle, more strength, more speed, more power. And so as we get older, this is a way to maintain, not go into sarcopenia, which means your muscles all disappear and you shrink and you get frail and you feel like you're old and you look like you're old and you hate what you look at in the mirror. This is the way to keep the muscle and build new muscle that you can use to smash someone's teeth down their throat for self-defense. That's something I learned a long time ago from a course. I took one of these great guys. He's a former CAG guy, Delta guy, if you know what that is, SFOD, Special Forces, super tier 1 operator dude. And he said he only works out for 3 reasons. One is so that he can beat somebody up if he had to protect his wife or his children or himself. That's number one. We don't have to go past that. The others were about longevity and getting better every day. But the number 1 reason is the best reason. Someone comes and tries to touch your child or your grandchild or your wife or your husband or your significant other or your date or some innocent person that you happen to be standing by, and you say to yourself, that's not right. I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to stand for that. So you stand up. And then you realize you've been sitting, you stood up, but then you sit back down because you're terrified. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can do something about it. If we can't stop aging. I'm getting older. We're all getting older. Our body's going to slow down. We're going to lose speed, balance, power, coordination. But we can lose less of it, and we can get a lot of it back when we do things like this. You're pushing it down so that you hit the bottom part of your chest. Imagine pushing yourself up out of your chair, or pushing some nasty guy off of you, or pushing somebody away from someone else who he's trying to hurt. You do that for 30 seconds, and then you rest. The nice thing about these bands, putting it on your chest, is that you can really rest. Let your hands drop. Because I'll tell you what, it burns. You're going to feel it. And then the third set, I like you to do pushing up and away. And for all the same reasons. These aren't beach muscles. It's not looking muscles. You want to be strong enough to defend yourself, defend your life, defend your freedom. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. That's what they say, right? But how do you stand up if you've been sitting too long? And a lot of times as we get older, we lose, man, that's really burning me up. That hits the top part of the chest, so you can smash the teeth down his throat. We lose some of this coordination, some of this balance, some of the ability to move laterally, to throw a punch and get to the side so he can't hit you back. We lose that because we've been sitting too long. Not because we're old, but because as we got old, we stopped moving. Or you golf every day, but that's all you do. If you golf every day, your body's going to get used to golfing every day, and then you're still going to lose it. So maybe you golf a couple times, you play tennis. Or maybe you don't golf or play tennis at all because you don't have the money, right? So you go in the gym and you get your band out and you get your cane out. Hey, G. Carlton, good to see you. And then you do some exercise. I wanted to show you, you can put your hand here, hand in front of you. I figured at some point during this video I'd knock all this down. And you push your butt back, but you're taking the weight off of your legs by leaning into your cane so that you're still able to do some squats. And those squats will start to put muscle again, especially back there in the glutes, stabilize your hips so you can keep moving. Then you rest for a little bit and you stand behind your cane, you lean into it a little bit and take the weight off the joints so they don't hurt so much, and you go side to side. Baby steps. In the Army, they called it crawl, walk, run. In the Marine Corps, they always said slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I don't think in the Marine Corps they said anything. They just said, do it again. Get back, do it again. Get back, do it again. That's why I love the Marine Corps. There wasn't anything to think about. The Army was full of slogans. I think I heard slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I know I heard that in the Army. Crawl, walk, run. The Army's full of sayings. Marine Corps, I don't know what it is now, but that's how you teach somebody with a thick head. That's how you get through to them. All right. Hey, Matthew, it's good to see you. Back to the band. Oh, the other thing I want you to do with your cane is step into a lunge, and then when you're ready, step back in your lunge. So let me move forward a little bit. Step back, and then you just bend your knees. And you don't have to go super deep or super long. Go shallow, go short. Just enough more than you did today. You do more today than you did yesterday. Next week, you'll do a little bit more than this week. In about 6 weeks, you'll be able to move side to side. You'll get your lateral movement back. You'll start to move in at an angle, and you'll be more lethal. You'll be more able to defend yourself, your family, your freedom, your rights, your grandchild. Don't let anybody talk to your wife that way. Don't let anybody touch your child, right? Anything that threatens you, you threaten it back. Anything that threatens your family, you threaten it back. But you have to be able to do that. And this is the way we get, as we age, some of that strength, flexibility back. Now, I know we did the pushing. You saw that. I wanted to show you for the triceps. You bring this up to your forehead, and you push from your forehead straight out. And you can see that's going to burn up those triceps. And you do that for 30 seconds. Then you throw the band under your bum. You lean back into it, and you curl it. And that's for your biceps. You can also bring your hands in to curl. You can turn your palms down for your curl. You hit all parts of that arm, lower arm, upper arm. Hey, Eric. Eric says he's expecting his cane master soon. If you don't have the cane masters, look in the first link. It's the best cane. This is the gold standard of self-defense canes. Tim, it's great to see you. I don't know if you're still here or not, but gotta connect. Gotta do another one of these. I have really important questions to ask you, especially after this week. There's so much going on, as we know. Anyway, I gotta run some errands and do some more training. We're gonna do at least 2 more live videos today, 2 more live classes. I wanna do nunchucks again, just because I started doing nunchucks a few weeks ago and I hadn't done it for a while, and I forgot how much I enjoyed it. It's not a super practical self-defense tool. You're not gonna carry it to the mall. You're not gonna take it into Lowe's. That's what this is for. This is your self-defense tool. It's just a fancy weapon. And then maybe we'll do some collie sticks. Get the double sticks out, because that's what a lot of this stuff is based on. Anyway, you guys have been great. I'll see you in a little bit more. Yeah, William says it came for balance. William, the comment section, usually you have to swipe over from the, you get out of the chat and then the comment section will pop up. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Bing, it's great to see you. And I'll see you guys a little bit later.